What
Countdown.
is going on, guys? ShadowGamer93 with another video discussion for you guys today. I haven't done those in a while, to be honest with you. But alas, we are going to discuss some things that we liked about the first game and what we intend to see through the sequel. Now, joining me with me today is going to be JP.
Six.
Hell yeah. And if El Taco can get his freaking mic available, so he can join in the conversation as well. So, I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. So, let's first discuss like our favorite moments and stuff about the game. So, what I thought was pretty good was about the game was the good story mode. I didn't really care much for the DLC. I'm still trying out all the. Well, I thought it was okay, but it's still a decent thing. They could have added more
I never
content
played the story mode, but
for the DLC, but
I never played the DLC, but I
no.
feel like it couldn't cop. I feel like it ain't gonna be as good as the story mode.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it won't be as good. I think
No
for me
way.
it turned out really kind of like
Impossible.
short, very short on story mode.
Impossible. No way, Jose.
Yeah.
If you want my thoughts on what I feel like the next game should be like, I feel like Aunt May should come back to life as a robotic Spider-Man and just fuck shit up in the whole city. Just take out every single person who wronged her and just make things right in the city of Metropolis. What do you think?
But we're actually trying to be a little bit serious, but I think the next game would probably feature either Green Goblin, probably Green Goblin, Venom, as you can tell by the last scene, which was featured with Harry and his condition. The fact that he was in that freaking tube was freaking good. It was a really good idea. It was, but it's also like it's something.
It was great though.
It was. That and the fact that you're gonna probably be able to play as Miles and Peter as Spider-Man. It's good to know.
Black Excellence.
For sure. Like I would love to see the suits of the symbiote next game, and it would be like I think they needed to add a few things like extra when it comes to those types of those types of games in general.
If Insomniac made an Iron Man game like they did with Spider-Man, that'd be lit too. Tell me an Iron Man game like that, like Spider-Man, wouldn't be crazy.
I would love to see other freaking Marvel heroes in this game. It would be a great idea. It's like I know there's gonna be an Avengers game, and I know it's like in the works right now. But I think that would be freaking awesome if that would happen. Like that would probably open up a few doors in general.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Big doors. Big doors, hard lines.
What I want to see from the sequel is more stuff like at random, and also more moves. I like to see more move sets in this game, like more combat abilities.
You're fighting Dr. Octavius, and when you're on the when you're on the side of the building, when you get him stunned, he does the same move over and over again until you finally. Yeah, that was a little corny. I don't like that shit. They should have made more moves.
I was like, I understand that. I really do. I really understand that Insomniac is trying to make you feel like Spider-Man. Hey, 8-Bit, how you doing, man? Yeah, I understand if it's like you're trying to make it feel like Spider-Man, but I think it also makes perfect sense to actually have some combat into the like new moves in combat that you can like do. Like Spider-Man 2 had like all kinds of mixed buttons that you could push and these moves that were so unique to the game. Like my favorite one in that one was the web pull. You web hammer the guy and then just web him up to that flagpole. That was freaking good.
Yeah, like when
Of
you
all
do the
the
perch
of all the
takedown
moves,
and
I
you,
would
like,
rather see that in the next sequel. And I'm doing pretty good, hanging in there. But of all the
perch
moves I would
takedown.
love to see is that one in particular. I think I would love to see that recreated in the sequel game. I mean, they
The
nailed
perch
pretty much everything
takedown,
else
you
when it
like,
comes to mechanics. They nailed everything.
when you do the perch takedown and you like web him up and then you fucking sling his head off the pole and then fucking tie him.
Yeah, that would be cool. That was dope. That's what made the Spider-Man 2 on PS2 so freaking cool. Was the moveset you could probably create and just create and just mash
I just
him up.
really hope they don't include Thanos in this new game because he's just gonna end up spanking
Nah.
Spider-Man again. Yeah, he's gonna end up spanking him.
Probably. I mean, he'd probably beat the shit out of anybody if he has that Infinity Gauntlet.
I mean, let's be honest, he looks like a fucking eggplant with ballsack chin.
I'm not gonna lie, that's totally understandable. But that aside,
So, what's your favorite suit?
man,
Never
I
answered.
mean, depending on which one you mean by either all of them in general or the DLC stuff.
I think my favorite suit would
It's the
probably
skull
be...
one.
I like the
My favorite
Spider-Man
suit's the
one.
skull one.
I would love to see the Alex Ross one in there. Like, really, I would.
I wanna see them port the game over to
That and then this everybody wants the Raimi suit. I understand. I'm a big Raimi fan, but I also it makes sense that if they don't want to put it in, I understand that. It's not the end of the world for me. Like I got enough good suits right now, as it is. As it stands, like I love the Raimi suit with a passion. I love it, but I don't know. It's still questionable for me though. But I still would love to see it in the game with if it is like good. I mean, I wish they just give us an honest answer instead of just stringing us along the whole damn time.
Oh yeah.
It's either a yes or no. Like I don't really want to have to be disappointed if we're not gonna get that kind of suit in general, but it's at the same time I'm not gonna really care because I got like.
I'm so glad though that they're putting this new character in because I'm so tired of hearing Spider-Man in that dumpling joke, that corny dumpling joke. Like, I'm so glad they're including a new character because he always says that damn dumpling joke. And you know which one I'm talking about.
When he tries
My
to cook.
dumplings could have been better.
There's a lot of things
could have
that
been better.
could be a little bit
Says
better,
like
but
5 times
yeah.
within the game.
Like,
I
maybe
think
they
they should
felt
have.
like
I
they were
think
funny.
if my own opinion was correct, I think they should have made more like Spider Cop jokes. That would be kind of funny.
Desmond, or whatever his name is, Miles, Black Spider-Man,
Yeah.
is his dad a cop? Because it would make sense in the Spider-Verse that
Yeah, his
there
dad was
is
a
one.
cop.
Yeah,
His dad
Miles
got killed in
Morales.
the story.
He's
I think
the
his
Spider-Verse
dad
one in the
was-
new movie.
Yeah. Into
Except
the
he's
Spider Verse, right?
Spider Bro, yeah. Yeah, he's the same one. They included him. That's cool.
Spider Bro. That's gonna be his name. Spider Bro.
That makes total sense, dude. Now, what I want to see, like, what we already discussed, what we loved about the game and what we disliked about the game. But there are tough ones to choose from when it comes to like or dislike because there's not many things that you
I
dislike.
didn't really
about it.
dislike anything about the game, really.
No,
It was
that's the
a good
thing.
game.
We don't dislike anything about the game. It was pretty much
I didn't
flawless.
think I was gonna enjoy it that much, to be honest.
For sure,
But
it's like
no,
even for new fans that are getting into Spider-Man, you probably have a great time with this game in general.
That's
and
how I am. I don't know a lot
For
about
sure.
Spider-Man. I watch the movies and shit, but
Yeah, but
It was
you
a
never
good
follow
game.
the comics, and it's fun
Nah.
just swinging around and all these mechanics and the combat. It makes you want to pick up like other Spider-Man games and learn from them. Like I still have Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2. I sometimes come back and forth into that.
Yeah, I played the Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. I don't remember
Sure.
which one it was, but I remember in like the cage when you were wrestling, like the wrestling guy. I remember that fight. That's the only thing I remember.
Oh. Yeah, that was the first movie game. The second movie game is the best one out of all the freaking trilogies right now. Well, it was until this game came out.
What was your favorite movie that matches like the game, or not matches the game, but
Matches
sort of tells a good
the
story?
character in general, like as in a pure nutshell.
Yeah.
In the pistachio nutshell.
I would have to give it to. If I had to rank it in a similar order from all these air actors that played them in the past, I would have to minus the animated series, because that I'm talking about live
I like
action.
the newest Spider-Man, the newest one, because Aunt May is Bay. You know, that's the only reason.
That's the most reason many people do it.
But then other than that, the other one is Tobey Maguire.
For sure.
That's it
Well,
for the
here's my
character.
ranking from the top 3. I mean, and I'll explain why. Tobey Maguire. Well, no, actually, he has to be like second, because I think Tom Holland did a great job of portraying both Peter Parker and Spider-Man, and it was just flawless. But the second one of all time is Tobey Maguire, undoubtedly. I mean, he did a great job as Peter Parker, and he did a good Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good. It was it was more to the point of serious, and it didn't really focus much on trying to focus on like relationship shit. Like all the first
I think Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Can I say something about Tom Holland?
Mm-hmm.
I think Tom Holland as Peter Parker. I think he portrayed Spider-Man in a way of being a boy, because
well, no, that's in the original comics. That's how Peter Parker was in general. Like, he's just a book nerd.
Tobey Maguire looks like an old fuck. Like, he doesn't look like he should be Spider-Man. He looks like he should be.
Well, yeah,
it's
been like how many years now? It's been since 2002. I mean, he's gonna look older.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I want to see some Spider-Man with some blood and guts, and I want to see some of that.
I eat nails for breakfast.
Oh snap!
Honestly, I felt like Venom should have had that in their film. I mean, that's how they screwed up the Spider-Man franchise and forced to sell it back, because they did a horrible job trying to make a Spider-Man franchise. But movies aside, I want to see something very interesting like we see in this game in general. Like, I want to see an accurate Venom story. Like, how about like an Insomniac version of Venom story? That would be pretty good, because they nailed pretty much everything in this game. So I'm hoping that they'll nail a good Venom story. That's a great way to start things off and focus more importantly on, if they are indeed getting like either a symbiote in the next game and the sequel. The one thing I can probably would recommend them doing is like improving the combat, like putting more movesets into Spider-Man's arsenal, and just having the player experiment with them as they progress into the game, like you did with Spider-Man 2, and just creating new moves and stuff that you can unlock later on in the game. And the next thing I think they should, it's a must-have, is for you to be able to go inside buildings, which would be freaking awesome, by the way. I love the fact that you could go on the buildings and beat up freaking bag and goons and thugs, and in the Spider-Man 2 game, and I thought that was pretty unique in a way. And if they could replicate that mechanic into the sequel, undoubtedly undoubtedly, this would be the sequel. Would probably be the game to play on any fucking platform. It would be freaking amazing to have like him go into a little coffee shop and you see people mugging him and mugging the store owner, and then you just beat the ever loving shit out of him. That's what I would love to see. Is he sleeping?
Oh shit.
Ah, wait. Did we put Melon to sleep? I don't know. I think we put him to sleep. I guess he doesn't really care for that kind of game. Oh well. Oh, we're gonna tease him pretty good.
Oh yeah.
He's sleeping on the stream. He's sleeping on the damn job.
Sleeping on the job.
He must have had a long night. It was like I seen him streaming Akihabara Strip, the second sequel, earlier. That's pretty. I don't know. I think he's. He must be out of it. But yeah, guys, I would love to see something that they could like do creative. Like they could like have him just walk into there and.
I'm not done just yet. I'm not done just yet.
Wait, I thought you were knocked out. Cold.
I was, but I'm not done just yet.
Yeah? Well, what do you want to see?
I'm here to take back the title. I'm here to take back the title of undefeated Spider-Man. I'm here to take back the Spider-Man belt of the WWE UFC. I'm here to take it
Bring
back.
it on, bud. Bring it on, Crusher.
Let's get in the octagon and I'll show you the Spidey skills. They need to add. They fucked up. Alright, this Spider-Man was just gadgets, gizmos, combat, and dramatics, and emotion. They fucked up. This is what they should have had. They should have treated it more like a sandbox. And what I mean by that is add more mini-games to get people to remember the story. Like, add like the wrestling ring. You know, the wrestling ring would be nice in part 2. Add the wrestling ring just for the hell of it.
Oh.
They should include every single storyline into the Spider-Man game. They should include, like, you know, your choices change the story, and the story's outcome goes different ways, in many ways. And depending on what you choose, could like, they could take a lot of notes from the old Spider-Man, the actual Spider-Verse one that came out. That one was great because they showed a lot of different Spider-Mans. But then all they did for this one is just give you the suit for them. They showed the Ghost Spider-Man, but they never told you his story. They never told you where he came from. And I don't know if they did they? Probably not.
Wait, what?
Shit.
The
Ghost Rider Spider-Man?
Oh, they had the suit skin for it.
Yeah, but they didn't tell you anything, what universe he's from or anything. They should have done that. That would have been awesome. Imagine playing through that. I mean, that's all I gotta say. Like, they fucked up. I give them a 3 out of 10. I might bring
It's
it down to
probably
2.5.
because he hadn't played the game.
I mean, I watched 6 play it. I don't need to play it. I already watched him play it.
But you haven't played it, so you know. I don't think you actually until you actually play it for yourself. I don't think you'll have any satisfaction of it. You know.
Nah,
Some people are better off playing it for themselves and then judging it afterwards.
I watched it. I saw the story.
Watching it really is not enough. You have to actually have a feel for it.
I mean,
But I will agree with you at some points, but you know, I would like to have some extra stuff in it as well. Like
I would like them to include strip clubs, make it turn into like GTA, but with Spider-Man.
Well,
you know
in
Spider
GTA
Pig.
you probably was able to walk into some kind of store or shop, or you know, where you see people mugging somebody and then you beat the living shit out of them. That's what I loved about Spider-Man 2, and I wish I want to get that mechanic in the game and the sequel. that and more combat moves just to you know, not so much as gadgets in the second game,
I
but
still
more or
want to
less
know,
on
how does he get in his
on-
suit? How did he get inside his suit? Like, he just has it on his body permanently. Is it one of those Tony Stark suits? Or is it just one of those, like, how did he get inside the suit? That's what I want to know.
You got the gloves, you got the pants, and then you got the shirts. And
How
then
did
you
he get
got
the main?
mask.
What is it made out of? That's what I want to know.
Probably.
Because I want to make one myself for Halloween. I want to go as Spider-Man.
There's a video on how usually it's made. The Raimi suit anyway, like the material it uses.
If I don't get a chance to make the Spider-Man suit and I don't learn how he got inside the suit, I'm gonna end up being Thanos for Halloween. I'm gonna be snapping all over the place. I'm gonna do the jazz hands too. Yeah.
Be like Hammerhead in the '60s.
Yeah. But that's what I want to know. Like, it never really explained a lot about the suit, and I feel like the story could have been longer. I feel like Aunt May could have been hotter. And
She's
I feel
supposed
like Mary
to be
Jane,
old in the original comics, dude.
I know, but they should have used Bay May. Anyway, on to the next topic. Mary Jane. She's useless. She's just like there just to be like relationship, lovey-dovey, blah blah blah. She serves no purpose. The other girl's more useful. Alright, who's next? Shark Dude. Oh, you know, she's not Shark Dude. I'm thinking of Hammerhead. No, Green Goblin and Silver Goblin. Were they included in this one?
You mean Hobgoblin? Green Goblin? No, he's not mentioned. Green Goblin has not been mentioned in this game at all.
They're missing Green Goblin. They're missing.
Which it'll be. Look, that's always the thing for the second game. So far, what we know is basically Doc Ock will probably make a return. We got possible event. We probably going to be setting up for Venom, which a lot of fans should be fucking happy with just that fact alone. And
Venom?
Yeah, Venom. You didn't know that, did you?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
Actually.
So we have a possible Osborn turning into Green Goblin in the second game, possibly, and it's like, but we're just doing a discussion on what we want to see in the next film, or the next movie, game. Sorry, in the next game. But what I want to see something extra is a little less, like those gadgets. Yeah, I agree with you on that. A little too much, but
also, Blake,
it would be like kind of fun to have him tweak the combat a little bit
also,
better.
if you need help with the second game, how I helped you on the first one, just let me know. I'll join a party chat and I'll share play and play the rest of the story, because I remember last time you had trouble beating the game, so I had to join your share play and sort of finish the rest of the game. So,
you know, you didn't like the game, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're not supposed to tell anybody about that.
You don't have.
I know we did. No, remember we share played and I joined and I helped you beat the
game
because you were having trouble.
Well, yeah, you helped me on one thing. You helped me out. Yeah, but
it's very important.
I was just looking for the last crime thing and I unlocked this suit. So, yeah, thanks.
No, that was the wrong mission. It was actually the story that I helped you with. The one
the
last
DLC
guy.
story, dude. It was the DLC story. Black Hat.
No, I remember we were fighting Dr. Octopus, and Dr. Octopus was he had his fucking
don't you troll,
or whatever.
man. Don't you troll? Come on, I'm serious.
But I mean, if you don't want to let your fans know who helped you beat the game,
dude, no, stop.
I mean, I know it's kind of embarrassing that you couldn't beat it on your own.
Dude, seriously, I'm warning you. Stop. Dude, come on now. Like, you never helped me with Jack. Stop.
You don't have to feel ashamed, bro. I've wanted help for games before. I just ask.
Dude, Stop with the trolling now. Enough is enough.
Sometimes ask.
All right, guys.
Ask you
So
and
I think
help
that'll
follow.
conclude our little gameplay. You know, our discussion. Like, why do you always gotta freaking troll, man? Seriously.
It's definitely an embarrassing
It's not true.
thing to admit to.
I will not admit it because you never helped me with the fucking story. I beat it in less than 3 fucking days when it came out.
Dude,
you
you
weren't
don't
even
remember
on there.
I was right there? You must have been unconscious and I took over.
No, you never took over. I don't
You're
have
probably
I don't have
unconscious
fucking dude. Okay.
Yeah,
enough.
but I do. Remember, I could take.
All right, guys. That concludes the day's video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Damn, I always wonder why I get suckered into this shit. But anyway, guys, that concludes the video. Please be sure to follow me on other content, such
El Taco, El Taco.
And I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Peace out, guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Bless
Thank you
up,
so much.
baby.
Peace.